Hello friends, welcome to a new session on Python programming offered by Sifting Bytes Academy. If you are new to this channel, my name is Venu. In this video, we will see how to install Python on a Windows operating system using a package manager called Chocolatey. By the way, this is completely optional, so you can skip this video and move on to the next one if you are not interested in using a command line interface of Windows for installing Python. But if you want to stay and learn another easier way to install Python, then you may continue with the video. The plan is to give you a big picture of the world of package management and software repositories in a Windows environment, and also how to use package managers in general using a command line interface. So let's get started. In an earlier session, we have learned how to install Python on a Windows operating system using a graphical user interface. We can also do it using a CLI, that is, the command line interface. And there are many ways to do it. I mean, there are many ways to install a software on a Windows operating system using a CLI. It's not necessary to explore all of those ways, but we will look at one of the most easiest and also the safest way to install a software like Python. That's by using another software called Package Manager. A package manager or a package management system is a tool, basically another software, a kind of utility software that helps us in the process of installing other softwares for an operating system in a consistent manner. In addition to installation, we can also use it to manage those softwares. It helps us to upgrade, configure, and also in removing any software from our system. It's similar to yum or apt-get of Linux-based operating systems. There are many types of package managers available for Windows operating system. One of the most popular one is Chocolatey. It doesn't come bundled with the Windows operating system by default, so we need to install it first. We can do it using the Windows GUI or using one of the CLIs like the Windows command prompt or the Windows Powershell that come bundled with the Windows operating system by default. In this video, we will use Windows Powershell. For that, let's visit the official website of Chocolatey, chocolatey.org. Have a quick look at the website if you get a chance. It's very interesting and informative. To set up it quickly, click on Get Started button, and it will redirect us to a page where we can find detailed steps on how to install it in our system. First step is optional. I will skip it, but if you are interested, you can go ahead and subscribe by providing your email address. You will receive regular updates about Chocolatey over the email. Now moving on to the step 2, we can see a list of basic requirements that our system should meet for us to go ahead. If you have an operating system that's newer than Windows 7, or newer than Windows Server 2003, if you are doing it on a server, then you should be good to go. There are multiple options here to install Chocolatey, but I'll go with the default option individual that is already pre-selected. That should provide us detailed instructions and commands to continue with the process. We will be using Windows PowerShell in this video. It's a modern CLI for Windows. Now all we need to do is copy and paste a couple of commands from here into the PowerShell. Let's open a new PowerShell session by going to the Windows search and typing in PowerShell. Now this is very important. Right click on the app and make sure you run it as an administrator. Click on Yes if any dialog box pops up asking for your permission. And that should open up a new session of PowerShell. Let's switch back to the website. In here, the first command is to set the execution policy in the PowerShell so that we can download and run scripts. We can copy and paste one of these two commands provided here. I will set the execution policy to all signed by copying this command from here. Back in the PowerShell, right click anywhere on the shell to paste it. Now hit enter key to run it. Type in Y and hit enter. It's done. To confirm if the execution policy has been set up successfully, we can use the PowerShell command get execution policy. And here it is. We can download and run scripts now. Back in the website, the next command provided here is the one that installs Chocolatey package manager in our system. It's a pretty long command and we can copy it by clicking on this copy icon and then paste it in the PowerShell. Hit enter key to run it. It might take a few seconds for finishing up, and it depends on how good is your internet connection. And on successful installation, we should be able to see a message that says Chocolatey is now ready. I will close this PowerShell session and open up a new one. We can also verify manually whether the installation is successful or not by typing in the command choco and hit enter. It should give us the version number of Chocolatey that's installed in our system. With that, we have installed the package manager Chocolatey in our Windows operating system. Now using Chocolatey, let's see how we can install Python. For that, let's go back to the homepage of the Chocolatey official website. In there, click on Find Packages button. Here we will take a minute to understand how this works. Chocolatey claims to have the largest online registry of Windows packages. What it basically means is, Chocolatey team maintains a huge software repository in some remote server or in a cluster of servers. Now we can think of repository as some sort of a centralized data store of various softwares. Softwares are also commonly referred to as packages. So, they just pick up various popular softwares from their official sources, verified and trusted sources, package them and put them in the repository, thereby saving us from all the trouble we need to go through to pick up a genuine copy of the software from over the internet. As you can check out from their website, there are a little over 150,000 packages in their repository. It includes software packages from third parties as well. From in there, we can practically find any software we want to set up in our Windows operating system. For example, in case of Python, the Python software is picked up from its official website python.org and stored in one of the repositories of Chocolatey. So, when we use Chocolatey package manager to install Python in our system, the Python package is downloaded and installed from this repository. All we need to do is search for Python package by typing in Python in the search bar. If it's in the repository, it will show up in the search results. Generally, it should show up in the first link. Now click on it to install the latest major version of Python. In there, we can find the command to install Python. Let's copy the command by clicking on the copy icon and paste it in the PowerShell. Hit enter. That should start installing Python in our computer. In between, it might ask for your permission to run scripts. Type in A and press enter to run all the scripts that are necessary. It might take a minute or two, but that should start installing Python eventually. While waiting for it to complete, you can see some valuable information logged in onto the console. It indicates that Python 3 of 64-bit version is getting installed. And by default, it's installed in the Python 310 directory in the C drive. This is the Python software's main directory in the system. This Python's main directory location is also automatically added to the path environment variable. We can verify it manually by typing in the command python ---- version. For that, let's close this session and open up a new one. Now here, type in the command python space ---- version. And that should print the Python version we just installed. In general, this is how any software can be installed using the Chocolatey package manager. It's a Windows command line utility tool. Hence, we need some kind of a Windows command line interface, like the one we used in this video, like Windows PowerShell. Switching over to the website, We can also find commands to upgrade Python if you want to do it in future. There is also a command to uninstall Python. Just copy, paste and run them in the shell whenever you need. Now obviously, there is so much more that we can learn about a package manager in general and about Chocolatey in specific. But this is where we draw a line and move on to the next topic. For more information about Chocolatey, you can refer to the detailed official documentation by clicking on the docs link at the top. Give it a quick glance when you get a chance. That's all for now. See you in the next one. Your feedback will be enormously helpful in improvising the final shape of this course. So please subscribe to the Sifting Bytes channel and contribute any questions, comments or suggestions in the comment section below. Thank you.